You guys have seen this horse last summer, and he went home, and it's been about 2 months since he's been ridden, and Kaylin said that the last time she did ride him, he was so attached to a horse in her pasture that when that horse wasn't in present, that he was just, she felt like she was in danger, and probably was with what he was doing. Like anything, when you go to the mechanic, the car is pretty smooth, so he looks pretty good here right now. But I'll work him around a little bit, and then I'll get on him and see what I'm feeling. So I'm gonna just bring the life up here a little bit and get his feet moving. And when he moved off there, that's probably the behavior that she was talking about right there. He moved off. He got a little tight. I'm not going to let him just go around and around. This isn't about wearing him out physically. We've got to get between his ears if we can. He ain't paying attention, so I'll stop him this way and send him. So I wanted to yield his hip, but he wasn't paying any attention. So I'm just not going to let him go anywhere. I put a block in front of him every time he turns. Every time he starts to run off, I'll just block him off. When he stops and settles, then I let him sit there. See, I think that's real important, because we've got anxiety, we've got energy that tends to escalate during movement. So if we just stand there and watch him go around and around, he'll just start shouldering in and going faster and faster, and he'll get higher and higher. But if we can stop him, then let him rest for a minute, then send him. Just get stopped again. And he's too anxious to just turn. I don't want him to just bounce off of that stop and fly off the other way. I want him to think. Every time he starts thinking, I reward him with easing up on him. He shouldn't be that bothered about his head. Ask him to go forward here again. He needs to respond to the feel on that halter rather than wait for me to tell him to move. Let him sit there and think. See, he's thinking about looking the wrong way, so I'm going to come back here. Now I'm going to move his hindquarters. Move his hindquarters. He's not yielding, he's just walking forward. He needs to yield that hip. He needs to get it out of the way. I'm not. He's either pushing on me or just trying to do his own there. That right there. When he softened up, quits pulling on the lead rope, and that inside hind leg softens up and crosses over softly in front of the outside, then we will have successfully gotten the thoughts all the way to his back feet. Change direction here. And when he made that direction change, he just kind of shouldered into me. Now he's running off. I'm going to get over here next to the wall and let the wall help me. And when he leaves, he's just running off. So he needs to think again. He needs to think. When he's stationary and in a good frame of mind, I'll reward him with peace. Now let's go forward. He gets out there and there ain't no wall and he wants to face up. He wants to hide behind those shoulders. But here, I can stop him parallel, let him think about it, get a couple steps backwards. He's thinking, looks pretty nice now. Not as comfortable as he needs to be, but he's better than he was. Send him forward. Much better. Made it all the way through without facing up out there. I'm gonna just have a conversation with him here, move his hindquarters. Move his hindquarters. He's not yielding the hindquarter yet. He's going around. There's a yield. There's a yield. And when he did that, I'll let him feel the peace that come with that. Then I want to bring his front end between me and his hip. Notice I've slowed the energy way down. This horse needed that energy to come down so he could find that he could move his feet and get comfortable. In other words, I'm not going to put too much on him or he couldn't handle it right now. Let's go back here and move his back feet. That's better. Don't walk off, just lift. There we go. Now we can bring that front end through. Now, see him right there shove that shoulder in on me and look off to the right and just took his body and braced up to me, so I'll hold him up to that. Now I'll be a little more demanding because to me there's never a time when it's acceptable for a horse to shoulder in on you. They need to stand up there relaxed and quiet. When I ask him to move, he should. There we go. Very good. What was very good right there, I didn't have to do much, and he softened up and moved his feet away. And I want him to move his back feet around. He's just walking, not yielding. There's a yield. Now let's desensitize him a little bit. When he's not just flying off, desensitize him here. See, he's not overreacting now, so I can bring the energy up more. I can do more now. The reason I stopped is because that time, under that pressure, instead of getting more excited and just flying off the handle, he stopped. Tighten the saddle up here just a little bit. He's in a pretty good frame of mind here, so I'm going to go ahead and put a bridle on him and get on him.